Welcome. Welcome back to the Ilika Caribbean Reality TV experience. Here you get the Black Caribbean academic womanist perspective on reality TV. Right now, we have been reviewing Love Island USA, and we are now on episode 23. Production rewards Trinity and Bryce for the messy work that they have been doing. All they're doing is climbing to the top. But we're clocking Bryce, and we're not voting Bryce and Trinity for the win. I feel like I can end the episode here. I feel like that's the entire review. So like, comment, and subscribe. Let's jump right into the episode. Thanks for joining us. So Amara and Carl are back. And Mel is not okay. Mel is not okay. Mel is going through it the entire episode. Trinity asks how were the boys in Casa? So we get another perspective, and Trinity will rush ahead. And well, I should say that Amara went to speak to the girls and Carl went to speak to the guys. But Trinity will always rush ahead because she doesn't know. She pretended that he wasn't interested anyway. He didn't pretend. Bryce is interested in Zach, so it was okay to not explore. And again, I will die on that hill that the four of them did plot and plan to not do too much in Casa. They can do a little, but not too much. Okay? So she rushes ahead with that, and we have Aniyah saying that she's grateful Carl is back. The boys chat, and Carl says he is still looking to continue the connection with Aniyah. KC, I can see, is definitely bothered. Like, people be knocking KC, KC's this, KC's that. KC just wanted Aniyah to stop punishing him and appreciate him. Like, he kept giving Aniyah, and he says it. I kept pouring into you. Nobody was pouring into me. Like, y'all, leave KC the ass alone. Because on top of all the white men in the house, always constantly being on KC, the entire internetosphere is against KC. And nobody can really truly articulate why they have an issue with KC, because everything they say about KC has been debunked. Right. So Dylan is jumping in and saying how Aniyah has to earn. Dylan, who asked you? Who put you as spokesperson? Because y'all will never ask a white woman to do that. Or Aniyah has to earn you back about she gonna have to make Carl breakfast. Hello, 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 hi, hi, hello. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Meanwhile, you have Kenzie playing ping pong with you and Gal. But she ain't have to make breakfast for both of you. Don't. Casey says he's ecstatic Carl is here. I don't believe him, but he says finally people will get off his D. And I've been saying that people are just riding his party. Oh God, he must be so raw. I'm sorry, my boy. But he's definitely bothered. I can see that. I can see it in his energy. He does not like that. He doesn't want to see Aniyah with Carl. I can see it's written all over him. Anyway, we have instigator number one, Zach, running to ask himself if Amora is a possibility. Y'all just keep working for production. You are the one to keep the story going. You are the one to keep pushing the narratives. Anyway, Sincere says he will be a little cautious. The girls again ask Amora about her Casa experience. Kenzie asks her if she was surprised she was not brought back. She says she was disappointed, but it's understandable. It's never a given that you're brought back from Casa. But she does say since I use Casa as a hall pass, and Mel is just like Mel is spiraling, like slowly and slowly, like my poor sis. She's not okay. Akeda asks how Zach was in Casa, expecting her to say he was perfect. And then Amara said he had a time, but not as much fun as Casey. And Keda, from last episode, I've been telling you, stop kicking off your ancestors when they keep telling you, sister, hello, please listen to me. Something's wrong. Oh, and we are not going to mention that that connection got booted off. Like, I don't know why production swore everybody to secrecy. I don't know what's happening. It's really strange to watch. People like fight themselves to not say anything. So Keda asks, what do you mean he had a time? And Amora tells her, well, he immersed himself into the experience, especially in challenges, and mm, sis is spiraling. So while Keda is literally trying to pull more information out of Amora, Titi pulls her. Jaden, Jaden looks like a deer caught in headlights because she wants to say, well, the girl was actually kicked off, like pulled out of the house, but like Keda, I want to take your ancestors, like they've been running around, like working overtime trying to get you to realize that this guy is not for you. You keep pushing them back. So I feel like I should take her ancestors, like put them to rest, soak their feet, a little Epsom salt or something, because Kira! So Jalen says he was not crazy outside the challenges. Oh, Jesus. Titi and Amara speak to Titi says Cinta and Casa is not the same here. She says Cinta is acting like he does not even know her, and he's making it seem like Amara never happened. So at least Amora says she's not here to just be Cince's test. I'm happy for that. And she's ready like to have her own Love Island experience outside of Cince. But sure, Cince. I don't think Love Island has ever seen it like Cince twice. Cince is the most classic two-timer we have ever seen in Love Island. So Carl pulls Aniyah. Casey has to join everybody clapping and declares, you got a lot of explaining to do. Like, oh, Casey, you silly goat. Silly goat. If I have to wager anything, I would say that Casey really absolutely still wants to be with Aniyah. You have to watch her out there with a Asian man. So she tells Carl she's been mentally cooked. She thinks it is a blessing that he's back. He says he wants to keep exploring the connection, but he has his walls up. And I'm just like, bro, you're literally blessed to be in her presence. Like, calm down. Calm down. Too much audacity in your not so hot self. Now we have Corbin chatting with Casey, and Casey is in denial and says that this takes pressure off of him, but he still wants to get his point across to Aniyah. So Caleb asked me, are you done with that connection? And he's like, absolutely, yes. He thinks Titi is the one for him. And then he says something which is like, Aniyah is worthy of love. And you just keep like, Aniyah and Casey keep knocking each other down. Everybody says they don't think that they like each other. I think they actually did like each other. But there was this like power play thing happening where each person would knock the other down. Well, I wouldn't see Casey knocking her down until like now, after like since he's gone to Casa, he's trying to like try his best to boost his morale, his own morale, and make himself feel better by saying like, Anaya is not for him, they don't have that much in common, etc., etc. Well, it's literally like him trying to hold his D, like literally him trying to say, oh, D, you have been shriveled in the house. Let me try to hold you and make you feel a little better. Make you come out of your shell a little bit, So I feel bad for him. And in that process of trying to make himself better and make himself look like the man in front of the other guys, he keeps behaving in a way that is outside of what he really feels. And now having had that super embarrassing moment of crying and thinking that people are laughing at her, etc. Now she has to hold up herself, hold up her pee, and like be woman, 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 woman. Right? So both of them, it's kind of like, well, it would never work if that's like the energy they go because it's very immature and very selfish, lack of self-awareness, and lack of empathy because you don't want to put yourself in the other person's position and the other person's shoes to be like, okay, so how did they really feel when I behaved like that? But everybody wants to be in the right. Everybody wants to be a victim. And that's like my thing about the world. Like everybody wants to claim victim status. And nobody wants to be like, how did I contribute to this situation? How can I make the situation better? And we see that happening with KC and Aniyah. About she's worthy of love too. KC, wake up, wake up, wake up. Then he's like, oh, Carl will feel some type of way because she booted his ass. Hey, KC, you will leave that house without what you really want. TT is amazing. Everybody, we love TT, but I don't know, y'all. And I say she did put Casey's feelings first. She tells Carl that, and she should have just picked herself. So then we have Amara pulling Sincere, and he's like, give me 2 minutes for him to finish grilled cheese. Y'all, just be careful. Be careful who you be messing with. Like, you have to suss out people before you like start kissing them and stuff because whoosh, when all these negative energies that these people just like swirl and just like jump on you while you're kissing them. Oh, suss people out first. So Amara asks him if he told Mel everything, and he's like, "Yep." Titi and Casey laugh at Mel watching, and I don't like that. Like, obviously, Mel is spiraling. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. So Amara tells Sincere she feels like he took it as a hall pass. And he says the decision was not easy, and then says he's happy she's here, and he's like, oh, go off and enjoy yourself. And he calls her big dog, and she's like, not big dog. Like, since when? I wasn't the big dog when you were mauling me in bed. Phew. Anyway, we have this Jen and Gal conversation, and Gal is diabolical. Gal is a horrible, horrible human being. But will he get any of the treatment that Casey got? I'm wondering if online we're going to slaughter Gal for what he did with Jen. So Jen is like, oh, he's like, he was surprised that Jen creamed him, and then Jen is like, yeah, I wanted to talk to you about it. Like, I'm not feeling like that energy from you or whatever. And he's like, oh, you're going to ask me to do something that I'm not comfortable with doing. I'm not touchy-feely. And she's like, I'm not even asking that of you. But they end the conversation with him saying, oh yeah, we might have to like meet in the middle. And then he puts the pillow up to kiss her. But log that. Gal says he's not interested in anybody else. Log it. Log this because the episode ain't even end. And Gal whisked himself off into the sunset looking for Kenzie. So we have Mel and Sincere speaking. He brings her the grilled cheese. Mel again is questioning herself. Mel has doubts. Mel is worried. Mel is sad. And I think she makes like one good point that the prize is not being picked. The prize is having been respected. And she definitely was not. So Mel is fighting with wanting this man. I don't know, like they've been saying that she was bigger before, so maybe she feels like Sincere is the type of person she would have never been able to pull before. So now she's holding on to that desperately. So she's between holding on to Sincere desperately, but still understanding that this is being aired in literally internationally. She's going to look like an AZZ on like on the world scale, but she really wants to desperately hold on to him. And then she just got, I really, really, really like him. I really, 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 really girl, girl, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Like you keep and she's like, I don't want to be the bitch that says he comes, but he comes home to me every night. You are that. You are. So I don't know. Somebody needs to slap her upside her head. But one thing I don't like is that I don't see, and maybe like it's just editing, I don't see Aniyah being there for Mel as much as Mel has been there for Aniyah. I know Aniyah had like her stuff going on, but I hope like as we go on into the other episodes that we will see Aniyah sitting with Mel the way Mel did for her. See, I'm fair. I'm all black power, but I'm fair. So now she says she will step back and see what he does and see him work for her. And he will, boo, because he done clocked shit. We're getting to the end of this, and I am still wanting to win this. But have I got news for you? Production chose that win already. So don't even try. Just try to behave yourself. Sincere, please. So we have Kate and Zach speaking. He asked her what Amora said. She told him she thinks it is weird, what she said. And then he's like, if he wanted to, he would have brought this girl back. Well, that's a blatant lie. In the spirit of demonizing what we call liars, I hope that for the next few days I see Zach's face splashed everywhere with liar stamped on it. Because that's what we did with KC. We splashed his face everywhere and called him liar. His mask fell off, his this, his that. And yo, it's black people doing more than anybody else. So let me see y'all slap liar on Zach's face everywhere. I want to see it. Meanwhile, since in the kitchen saying he was telling Amora half the truth. Where where did you find this man? Even Corbin had to be like, don't do that. Ah. So it's nighttime, people begin to get ready for bed, and we have Parmida and Corbin making out in the shower. And literally, like, I'm just watching her, like, all the twerking and stuff. Like, you're literally cosplaying as a black woman. And that's what they do. They like to, like, tip, tap, dibble, dibble, dibble in blackness because, of course, they recognize that the black woman is hypersexualized in the media. So they were like, oh yeah, I want some of that. I want to be hypersexualized. I don't want to be seen as pure. I want to be seen as a sexed being, as a sexed girl. So twerk, 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 no matter whether the ass move or not, twerk, 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 and go after Black D and pump up your lips. But the real black female experience, you don't want it. As a matter of fact, you're part of how horrible the black female experience can be. Anyway, you jump on your Black D with Corbin, and Corbin, your silence. So everybody's in bed. They ask Aniyah if she had written off KC, and she's like, oh, F KC. Like, notice how these white men stay in KC and Aniyah's business. Literally obsessed. Meanwhile, she sees Carl asking Amora what she wants for breakfast. So anyway, it's morning time. They go into the dressing room, and Megan's bikinis are hanging, waiting for them. And I'm like, Megan, them, as Oceans would say, them back suit ain't even look that good. That's what you came, clap your butt. I'm trying to not use the A word. That's what you came to, clap your two cheeks. In and out, in and out, in and out on Love Island for a white production team just to bring two little back. So the bathing suits are not even that cute. And then you're going to insult KC on top of that. That's what you did that for? I say good day. So we have Carl making his 2 meals. Kenzie goes and asks Gal for some coffee on the side, sly. And I always say, Kenzie, you're too lustful. It's when they call her lustful, and she's like, I'm not lustful. Yeah. We have Zach and Bryce talking, and Zach is complaining about what Amora came back and said and saying that wasn't true. Zach is so disgusting. Between Zach and Bryce, I don't know which one is more disgusting. So Bryce says Kata just needs a little more validation. And then Zach asks him how he's doing, and he's like, yeah, he's ready to go the BF and GF route. I'm like, path to 100K. This boy reads, eyes remain on the prize, eh? Eye on the prize. So Aniyah and Trinity speak, and while they speak, Trinity gets a text and whoa, yo, it's time for the reward for all the work that she and Bryce have put in, ruining Aniyah and KC and spreading all the mess. And along with Zach and Kata, they have done it, and they've done it the best, and she's gotten a chance to get her lick back, and woo, production is proud, and production is sending the two of you out on a tits because now we're rewarding you and we're pushing you towards the win. But we pipped Bryce, and you're not going to win. At least I hope so. Aniyah is busy celebrating with her, not even knowing she's celebrating with a snake. Come on now. So the kind of treatment, the editing that they get is kind of like ultimate love, like the music, the scenery. Meanwhile, we have Kenzie talking to Kata and tells her how she went to ask Gal for coffee. She says she feels so bad. This girl is one pretender. One pretender. Kenzie is not okay. Kenzie, you are not okay. Something wrong in this head of yours. Some marbles rolling around and ain't sitting where they're supposed to sit because no. Why are you feeling bad? But meanwhile, we're going to slaughter Corbin for openly exploring. But Kenzie been sneak, going here, and it's never like a clear call out. It's always like a little like Kenzie's lustful, or a little like Kenzie's doing this, Kenzie's doing that. Like, no, call it out. She says she sees herself with Gal and likes that he has a coffee shop. So Mel and Amara are having a conversation. Amara wants to know what Sincere told Mel. And Mel said he felt like he had a good connection, whatever, but he wanted to come back or whatever. Amara tells her it wasn't a blip, and Mel is concerned more about whether there was anything sexual than anything else. She's always more concerned about what Sincere did. Did he kiss? How many times did he kiss? Sort of whatever, than actually like, yo, he's lying to you, step away. Because believe it or not, Mel, there are other men for you. Flowing long locks or whatever, there are other men for you. That can't be it. That can't just be it. God is not that selfish to have half truth insincere be the only one for you. So she has convinced herself that all that happened is Sincere has led Amara on, and Amara pushes back a little, and like, it wasn't just like a little ting, it was big ting happening in Casa. But anyway, she will see the truth. She will see the truth. Movie night is tonight. So apparently Amara says she wants to go for Caleb, and to that I say good day. So then we have Corbin and Palmeda having a conversation, and she wants to know if he will talk to Kenzie. He says, yeah, he wants to apologize or whatever. And then he's like, should I give her a hug or high five? She's like, I don't want to control you. Like, you literally just sent him to brush his teeth like a couple nights ago, but you don't want to control him. So she says she's scared, and Corbin is like, she's so performative. I don't know if this girl like really has a true identity. She performs blackness, like black womanhood. She pretends to be like a scared white woman. Then she is this dominatrix. Then like, who are you? Palmita, who are you? Palmita, can you hear me? Palmita parents must be like, who this? Meanwhile, she says she's closed off, and P Kun, Pussy Kun says he is closed off too. Corbin, I believe you. So we go back to Trinity and Bryce, who get the Olivia Dean treatment. Literally my favorite song, so I was a little mad. I make it so easy to fall in love. I promise I sing better than that. It's just that, you know, the sinuses. Please, they cannot win. But anyway, he asked her to be the boy, the girlfriend thing and whatever. And she's like, and they get this really good. No, I'm not going to delve into it deeply because I do not want them to win. They don't deserve it. It's too much scheming with the quadruple. Too much skimming. Still skimming. And you'll see that later. So then we have Corbin and Kenzie having a conversation. And Dylan starts sweating one time, but you didn't have to sweat because before you know it, Kenzie done pop up shouting and this and that. So then the funny part for me was like, she says Caleb was genuine and she should have given him a shot. Corbin was like, why didn't you though? And then she said, I did give him a shot. I'm like, Kenzie, you lie so much. You overspeak. Like, you did give Caleb like every possible shot that you could have given him. Back shot, front shot, tooth shot. Anyway, Corbin wishes her the best with her connection. And Parmita, meanwhile, he comes back and she's like, I think that shit didn't have to happen right in front of me. Like, oh, Persian meerkat. It's a papier shot. That's not a cat, a meerkat. There's something wrong with this girl. Kenzie tells Aniyah she talked to Corbin and told him he's a shit ass person, whatever. Meanwhile, Palmida is announcing that she and Corbin are closed off. So there's like this new crew. It's Jen and the Casa girls. Jen now has to find new friends. Poor girl. Bryce and Trinity return. The girls and guys go chat separately. Everybody celebrates not knowing that these two have just been skimming their way to the top. Zach actually looks jealous. Casey has this look on his face and it's like, Casey, you got clued in. Like, you know, these people are not your people. Because now you see him like sticking to Corbin. Like, they have like this new brotherhood. And I think it's because he's really realizing that these people are not his people. And I'm happy to see that, at least. Because when you look at his face, like even in the celebration, he's like, I don't want to touch this guy. I don't want to touch this. Something is wrong with this. Something is not right. Something is quite wrong. So Trini shouts to Zach that she took his man. Girl, y'all be knowing. We always know. We know without knowing we know. You know that's Bryce man. You know Zach is Bryce man. So what you doing there? Just because you can plot and scheme with him and giving you two little joke with his finger. Hmm? So anyway, production stretches out the shit with editing and music and shots of the two of a couple and no voting. Please do not vote for them. So they get ready for the evening. You know what would be really funny is if we get like America has been voting for the top couples and Bryce and Trinity ain't at the top. That would be chef's kiss. Get ready for the evening. Of course, we have Bryce flipping Sinsen's nipples because why not? So gay. He is, and not like I'm not saying in a derogatory way, but I would really want him to be more open about his sexuality. You have had girls come in there and say like they're bi or whatever. So why isn't it okay for Bryce to come in and say he's bi? Because him and Zach, they've been in a relationship, huh? And everybody clocks it now. So while they're getting ready, so the girls say, "Oh, we look cute," and Palmita in her like, "Some wrong with you?" Behind goes like, "We don't look cute. We look effing sexy, girl, meerkat." Mm-mm. Gal asked Dylan if Kenzie mentioned anything about him. Dylan's like, no. Mm-mm-mm. We have Carl making a toast when everybody's outside, and Casey's face, like Casey is so bothered by Carl. I'm telling you, Casey actually really likes Sanaya, but he knows that like their pride will not allow them. Their pride will not allow them. So Kenzie chats with Dylan and she's all like she can feel he's genuine. Dylan asks about Gal and she says she wants to talk to him to see if it is more than a friend vibe. Then we have Jen and Gal. Gal actually pulls Jen and Gal acts like sometimes I'm like, do I just not understand white speak? Because Gal turned this conversation into like the strangest conversation. You tell a girl you don't like she, then obvious now he's saying he feels pressured. Then she's speaking to him like in a normal way. He calls her aggressive. I'm like, what is happening? What's happening? I don't understand. How is he a victim? What is happening? He's feeling pressured because she said that she would want to. No, just tell her you don't want her. And you did not want her. You don't want her. So why are you putting it back on her and then trying to make it look like she's looking at you like, okay, gal. And she's like, I don't even want to like argue about this. But he called her aggressive, like, what? Yo, if you will do that to your own, I don't know what you would do to me. And I at this moment I'm like, but we've been through so much of the episode and we don't see any bit of Titi and Casey. Here we go again. When Aniyah and Casey were good, we were not getting any shots of that. Now we have Titi and Casey living it up and we're not getting them in a conversation. Why? Think about it. So finally, Casey pulls Aniyah. They try to have a conversation, but they cannot because again, he's trying to speak. She keeps shutting him down because now she have to hold up herself because she was embarrassed. She felt disrespected and whatever, whatever, whatever. So he's trying to explain to her, trying to get a word in. Aniyah is not hearing. Aniyah is not hearing. So obviously, white man have to be commenting on Casey. Dylan is commenting about he does not think Casey gives an F at all. This white man on Casey, it's giving DMV. It's really giving penis envy. Because y'all are literally always on him. Always. Casey tries to explain to her that he's being forced to be defensive. Aniyah is just too slow. It's not going all the way. The elevator is stuck in her throat, as I've been saying. Aniyah is slow. She's playing badass, calling him coward. He tells her he does not like that word. She does not care. So what was the conversation? Aniyah is saying her piece because now the world has to see her like standing up to Casey, beating him down again. Like you've been beating him down and you don't see that. And I wonder, like, even in the replay, if you will see, well, oh, I've actually been hard on him. Because you have. And it's really sad to see. So of course we have Zach and Bryce laughing at the situation they created. And he apologizes and says he regrets what he said. And there she goes again. I feel like you didn't give an F about me and you wanted something else, even if like you spent the entire time when he was with her telling her, I want you. I want you. Bullhorn, I want you. Aniyah, I Aniyah, go bathe. Something we say in the show. Go bathe. Aniyah, go bathe. Because I'm done. And the keeping on attacking him and whatever while the skimming crew look on, it was just like horrible. Who do I call the skimming crew? You got it. Zach, Kata, Bryce, Trinity, skimming crew. Productions dummies, productions puppets, production bot. She doesn't want to be around somebody who made her feel so belittled. Trying to regain the little pride born Aniyah. So he asked for one more hug because again, I'm telling you, Casey actually did like her a lot and saw her as a prize. Like he saw her as a prize. He sees TT as an equal, but he saw Aniyah as a prize. So as for the hug, she's like, F no. Whoosh, woo, woof. So KC is like, okay, now go get Carl. And she gets upset again. Don't tell me what to effing do. What do you do? Somebody go get that, go get that elevator out of Aniyah's throat and send it up to her head. She's not thinking well. She cannot think. This girl just goes purely on emotion. She doesn't try to assess the situation. Y'all, it is never what's in front of you. Zoom out of the situation and see the bigger picture. Am I being used as a pawn in somebody else's game? Or am I being like actually assertive? Am I holding that space for agency, like my feminine agency? Is it all me or is it being manipulated by somebody else? Because Aniyah, you've been manipulated the entire time you've been in the house. So then we have the best part of the episode. Kenzie pulls Gal. Dylan complains about Kenzie wanting to talk to Gal still. Zach does not see why Kenzie still feels the need to explore. Zach says she's never happy with someone, and it is true. At least Zach said it. Gal gone in to speak easy, close the door. And Lustful Kenzie is on the go. Lustful Kenzie starts stroke arm. Lustful Kenzie start looking into eyes and giggling. Lustful Kenzie starts saying he's just her type. Oh, Jesus Christ. Zach, in the meantime, is still in Dylan's ear with opinion about what would you think if Kenzie kissed Gal, whatever, because you know that's always what's on his mind when it comes to Kato. So Kenzie says she wants to see if there is more than just friendship and a kiss. And if it were Corbin would be nailed to the cross. If it were Corbin who was dangling two women there still, cream in your tutu. Cream in your tutu, because you have to be punished for playing with white women. But Kenzie's on the prowl. What did Megan call her? Diego. Megan called her Dora looking for Diego, but where Diego? So we end the episode with Kenzie being lustful, and I hope when I log off and I go online that I see everybody has Kenzie's face slapped all over the place with Lustful written on it, and Zach's face all over the place with Liar written on it, okay? Let's be fair. So this is it for episode 23. Thanks for hanging again. We're getting to the end. Don't vote for Bryce and Trinity because of their scheming. All right, bye. Have a good day.